Hey, y'all. It's your girl SSQJ. And you know what time it is? It's time for another SSQJ Chronicle. To be a womanist is to embrace the fullness of who we are as Black women, our power, our voices, and our purpose. Not fragmented, not minimized, and not explained away. The term womanist was coined by Alice Walker in 1983. She defined a womanist as a Black feminist or feminist of color committed to survival and wholeness of entire people, male and female. What I appreciate about womanism is that it centers Black women without isolating us. It acknowledges our cultural grounding, our spirituality, our community ties, and our resilience. It recognizes that our experiences require languages that reflects both race and gender, not one without the other. Womanism is expansive. It makes room for softness and strength, for intellect and intuition, for justice and joy. For me, womanist, a womanist and womanism thinking shapes how I approach my work, my research, and my leadership. It reminds me that scholarship is not detached from lived experience, that policy is not disconnected from people, that faith is not separate from justice. Womanism allows me to hold complexity. It affirms that I can be rigorous and compassionate, analytical and spiritual, strategic and nurturing. It has influenced how I think about community development, equity, and leadership, centering those most impacted and honoring lived realities as expertise. There was a time when I felt pressure to compartmentalize parts of myself. To lead in certain spaces meant softening my voice in others. To be taken seriously meant editing parts of my identity. But embracing a womanist lens helped me understand that I do not have to shrink to fit. I do not have to separate my faith from my advocacy. I do not have to separate my intellect from my empathy. Leadership for me became about integration, showing up fully, not partially. Later this week, we will honor a woman, an award-winning journalist and author whose work examines history and migration with depth and clarity. Her storytelling is womanist in practice, grounded in truth, layered in analysis, and centered on human dignity. Can you guess who we will recognize? As you move through this week, reflect on this. How can you embrace your voice and vision fully this week? Where are you dimming your light? Where are you being invited to show up whole? In closing, to be a womanist is to live unapologetically rooted in identity, in purpose, and in vision. And this has been another SSQJ Chronicle.